cold start. Truck's been sitting for probably 2 days or so. I did modify the exhaust a little bit. Show you that. I have the factory parts. It'd be really easy if you wanted to put it back to stock. I just didn't. One of the quietest vehicles I've ever owned. The nav screen is requires an update, so I literally just put a piece of paper across there. The dashboard's been recovered. I would say it's like a 6 or 7 out of 10 job. I mean, if you look at it close, some of the stitching isn't perfect. There's still a little bit of cracking here. All these dashes crack. It's got a really good tone to it, especially once it gets up to temperature. It's not as loud. Like now, stepping back, you don't even really hear it. Under the hood, I haven't pressure washed this or anything. It's been just kind of down some dirt roads and stuff. But nice and quiet, no noise from the valve train or anything. This front grille is pretty busted. They're on eBay for $135 primed. Just haven't done that yet. A couple little chips on the front bumper as well. The headlights have been sanded and re-cleared, so they should never yellow. Turn on the lights and everything for you. So we got lights, fogs. Xenons are nice and bright. Haven't had any problems with the ballast or bulbs or anything. Actually never, I think had one brake light out ever on this truck, and I replaced the bulb and that fixed it. Everything works in the rear. I've towed with it. The harness for the trailer and all that stuff works perfectly. Let's see. Interior is, you know, let me unlock it here. Interior's all right. I have this piece. I redid the headliner. I bought some clips to reinstall that. The all-weather mats are pretty much new. Well, not new, but I bought them when I got the truck. I've got the sliding cover here. You know, a little cleaning. This thing could be really nice. Beyond the factory tint, I had the front windows tinted. I had the sunroof, inside of the sunroof done to keep out heat. I also had this windshield lightly tinted. Made a big difference on the heat getting into the car. So tires are, I just rotated the tires at Discount Tire. Let's do a little lap around the block if I can. So hazards off, reversed. Transmission, everything. Those lights on the dash are just for the rear fog and the front fogs. Turn those off for now. And I don't have my seatbelt on, but I'm just gonna go around the corner here. There's a little bit of rubbing in the front on reverse. I will say that. It's barely touching the plastic. I've done a little bit of clearancing just to get it to where it wouldn't rub. You can go full lock in forward gear. It's about as the biggest tire you're gonna put on one of these things without getting into rubbing issues. Transmission shifts perfectly smooth. I've never had a hiccup with this transmission ever. Outside of when I bought it, it was leaking, and then I did the metal pan upgrade the filter and you know, fluid change. The diffs have always kind of been whatever. They're a little noisy on all these trucks, and I replaced the fluid in those and the drain plugs and all that stuff. There was no metal on the drain plugs. I mean, they were super clean, no issues there. I don't think this truck had ever really been off-road until I got it. And I mean, even then, I mean, I'm in Florida, there's nothing but, you know, clay, a couple clay roads and some orange groves. So never had this thing stuck, ever. But this thing drives just as smooth at 30 miles an hour as it does 90 miles an hour. I did a lot of research on these tires before I bought them, the Ridge Grapplers, and I'm very, very impressed with this tire. Very quiet, very good in all conditions. Highway, dirt, rain. What else? AC is ice cold, heat is hot. Yeah, I mean, outside of this stupid nav screen that you're never going to use anyway because it was developed in 2005 or earlier, you know, everything works on the truck. Cruise control, the steering wheel audio controls, the Harman Kardon. It's got a pretty awesome stereo in it, with a subwoofer in the tailgate. None of the speakers are blown. Sounds great. I'll turn that on in a minute here when I get parked. All the interior lights work. Let's see here.
So they've given us a...
Yeah, tag lights swerve. Oh, this locks. Reverse sensors work, I think. Actually, I don't know if they do work. I think I've just had them turned off. I just ended up pulling this in my carport, but you can see the hood, the paint is faded. I was thinking about putting like a wrap on it or a plastic dip. This truck would look really cool on the roof. It's faded as well. I got a little GoPro mount that I put on there on the glass. You can pull that off. It's faded a little bit on these roof rails. Outside of that, all the paint is 100% original. All right, this thing's getting long. I'll let you go.